Hi everyone, someone requested that I do a video on different types of like A&N fittings and hose fittings and stuff like that. And so that's what I'm going to do today. Hi everyone and welcome to the channel about kit cars and other car topics. If you like what you see, please subscribe and hit the notification buttons below and share with others on social media. So one of my viewers actually said, hey, you kind of glossed over your A&N fittings with my fuel pump and stuff like that. Can you, go into a little more depth? So first off, I'm going to say I'm not an expert at this stuff. However, I could share you my story, and I wish I was doing this video months ago when it was asked because I was in the middle of it then. And now coming back around to it, it's a little bit foggy, but there's some key points that I could show you. The first is let me tell you exactly what happened with my car. So I have the 33 hot rod. It comes with the stock fuel lines and stuff like that, which are the steel tubes, and then a few hoses on top of that. But I put an LS engine in the car, which is an option, but it's different than the normal Ford stuff that would go in there. So that changed things a little bit. Then because I'm doing EFI, I bought the extra EFI kit. So instead of using just the normal tubes, it came with all this nice braided hose and all that stuff with some A&N fittings on the ends. However, there's different ways to plumb up an LS engine. You could, have the regulators a certain area, whatever. Well, what I chose is it goes through the fuel rails, comes back around, and then hits the pressure regulator, and then goes back to the tank. And so because of that, there's certain fittings that have to go certain ways into the Holly rails that I have. I had to actually add in the connection in the front of the fuel rails, connect one tube rail to the other tube rail, or I should say fuel rail. And so the EFI pump that came with the kit actually uses MPT fittings, and on the ends of them might have had some quick release or something different on there. And so because of all that, and I wanted to use the nice braided cable and all that because it looked beautiful and I'm trying to go showy, it became a little bit of a hunt, find, search, seizure type situation to figure this all out. Now I say that because I've never dealt with A&N fittings. And when you go to a place like Summit Racing and you type in A&N fittings, you will literally get somewhere between like 10 and 30,000 hits back on that. And so you're like, well, how the frick am I supposed to search for something? Like if I want a AN6, if you type that in, 8,000 hits. It's like, okay, I can't find this part. And so the one thing that I will say is if you do go to their website, you want to browse to get to where you need to go. You don't want to search. You want to browse, because if you browse, you'll get there quicker. But I did order twice from Summit. All the help that I got was not necessarily correct because there's so many fittings. Sometimes the salespeople don't even know what's going on. And so that's kind of what it came up to. So what I wanted to do today is just kind of give you a little bit of overview of some things, show you how many different fittings there are and why things could get confusing. But again, I'm not saying I'm an expert, but I'll just push people in the right direction, and hopefully that helps them out. So the best way I thought I could help you out is pulling up this Russell catalog, because it has everything in it, and it's a nice thing to kind of look at and show you what's available. Now, one of the things that I can tell you is your A&N fittings. So you got A&N 6, A&N 8, A&N 10. These are all different sizes, and they actually give you the thread size. They give you the A&N size. These are kind of like real life what these sizes would be. Everything that I was doing was, I believe, in the 6 to 10 range. It's kind of your normal stuff. But what you'll notice is A&N fittings have this little taper. MPT, or pipe threads, they don't. They don't have that taper. So some of the things that I was having a problem with is I'm ordering the threads to go into the fuel rails, and the Summit people were speccing out these threads, but what I needed to have was this to seal that fuel from not leaking through, because there was nothing to stop it from leaking through pipe threads. So that were some of the mistakes that, I asked, how do I do this? They, let me get you all these said. And then I get this stuff and I'm like, well, hold on a second. What's keeping the fuel from coming out of here? Well, you need to have these tapered areas to block off that. So you don't want to be confused when it comes to things like that. So let me drop down here. And you can see there's all sorts of different types of connectors, different angles, different thread sizes on each side. And you can see like this is A&N on one side, this is MPT on the other side. Here's just regular barbed ends with the pipe size on the other side. So same thing here. You have the A&N fitting with the taper. Then you have the MPT size. It's really easy when you're searching through 10,000 hits on Summit to accidentally get pipe thread and pipe thread, or MPT, or, you really have to find the specific of what you're coming from and what you're going to make all this stuff work. And then you have all sorts of adapters to go from 8 to 6, 6 to 10. Again, you could have a tapered, you could have an 8 MPT if you want, going down to a 6 AN. It gets a little crazy. These are actually caps to cap things off. These are just, unions to go in between. You got regular couplers, you got coupler reducers, so this is like a 6 and this is an 8. And so here's another one that I wanted to show. Your fuel sensors that go inside the tank of the 33, they all come with quick disconnects, and that's what these areas are here, is your quick disconnects. So you can see here's one where it goes to an AN, here's one where it goes to the MPT. I'm not even sure what this is. So you can see that it's really easy to order the wrong thing, even though the thread sizes are the same and everything is correct. And again, if the search engines worked, if you type in AN6 to, MPT8 or, whatever the terminology is with a quick disconnect or something like that, you're not going to come up with anything. You're going to come up with 700 hits. And so you gotta really search and find and browse to get to these fittings. Now, some companies actually have pre-made hoses that are to cross your one fuel rail to the other fuel rail. But however, I couldn't find any that matched what I needed. So I had to actually custom make mine all on its own. Another example, AN on one side, MPT on the other. This one's AN and AN. This one's AN and AN, but smaller. So I just wanted to give you a quick example. So here on Summit, if I type in, 6 AN to 8 AN, and we do a search, we get 1,053. And you find a few things, don't get me wrong, but you're not finding everything. If we type in 8 AN, hit return, 2,000 plus results. Well, there's nothing I could do with that, right? So searching for something specific is really difficult. So what you have to do is go through departments, and then you have to go to fittings and hoses, fittings and plugs, universal fittings, and then we could go to Russell Performance. Okay, now we're down to 434. Then you have some choices here. So MPT to MPT. And so that helps out. That helps you kind of narrow it down to where you need to go. Otherwise, you ain't going to find anything. Then I could say I want blue anodized only. And so now we're down to 17 results. And believe me, I couldn't find everything at Summit that I wanted, even though they have, 10,000 parts of whatever. So if we come back up here, let's get rid of some of these. Let's go back to our male AN. And let's go to 8. .45°. There we go. So, if you were looking for red, you're out of luck. Now where do you go? Now you got to go try to find it somewhere else. So, one of the things that might help you out is going to the actual catalog of that company and getting this number and finding out what the number in red is. And then typing that number into Google and seeing who has it that you could get it from. But hopefully this kind of helps you just kind of start the pathway of where you're going. Again, I'm not an expert at A&N fittings, but when you can't search for something correctly and you can't find it and you don't know how to piece this all together, it really is difficult. And so I spent a week screwing around, actually multiple weeks, a week screwing around with research, bought everything, found out half the stuff I bought wasn't correct. Summit didn't help me with that correctly either. So it's not all my fault in a sense. And then finally got the right parts and got it in once I kind of figured out what was going on. Because I had physically the stuff in hand so I could see, hey, this ain't going to work. And, but if you've never worked with this stuff before and it's all virtual land, it's kind of tough to see how it all goes together. And then I made it all happen. So hopefully it'll help somebody out in the community, and have a great day.